nowadays. Hope not too stressful. Those of us that went for party, I see that we are in the season of party. How was the party? Party. How was the party? The party was fine. He liked it. He loved it. Okay. I want to welcome every one of us to the Truth Mandate, and it has been iterated in our hearing that the essence of this teaching is that we should live by the truth. Brethren, we are in the perilous time, and Bible has described it. One of the characteristics of this end time is the love of money. Bible says, in the last day, perilous time shall come. For men will be lovers of money more than lovers of God. And that you will think that it's because people will be doing money ritual. No, but people will be so choked. They will be so jam-packed that the love of money will hit up everyone. They will not have time for God again. Looking for money, looking for sustenance, looking for how to live will be the order of the day. I read one of the Babalola's book, the book that was written in his name. He saw a revelation. He said a time is coming. That time is called the season of big money. That big money will only buy small things. This is a prophecy over 50 years ago, over 60 years ago. That big money will only be able to buy small things. He now said something in that book. He said, but that time, many people will be drawn away. He said, why? As many that allowed the move of that time to drag them off, he said they will be like swine. They will be like pig. In fact, I never knew that before. I saw it in that book that pig don't look up. That pig can only look straight, horizontal. That can only look straight. So anybody that allow that time to overwhelm them, they will only be able to look straight. They will not be able to look up. And every believer must be looking. Bible says, if you then be risen with Christ, Colossians chapter 3 verse 1, seek those things that are where? Above. And that's why if you are not dead with Christ, Colossians 2 chapter verse 20, if you are not dead with Christ, you can't rise with him. So if you are dead, will you allow the Mr. Flesh to die in you? Then the spirit arises. And as we rise with Christ, he said one thing should be our passion. Seeking those things that are where? Above, where Christ sits. Brethren, we are already in the time. I don't need to tell us that. We are already in the end time, the time of big money. I read that book that was 2013, 2012. I never knew a time like this will come. So when the time comes, I understood what it means. And you see what we are having now. I was analyzing to somebody today. I say, the labor that are fighting for minimum wages of 70,000 is mediocrity. Of course, when minimum wage was 18,000, it was $180. When minimum wage became 30,000, it was $95. Now that it is 70,000, I calculated it today. It's just $43.75. $43.75. And what can that buy? Somebody. So, and this is the time that we are. And that's why no matter how big the money is, you'll be so surprised the price of things these days. Brethren, one thing we need, trust in God. What did I say? What did I say? Trust in God. Trust in God. Because if you, the evil of the day is sufficient for it. This is a time that we'll be so filled with so many things to do. I want to do this. And I was telling you, I said, all these things we are doing and doing and doing, what are we even bringing out? You will just labor, and at the end of the day, you will now see that, what have I even achieved from my labor? You will see little things. But when you trust in God, when we begin to trust in God, we begin to see the results. I pray the Lord will help us in Jesus' name. We are already in the end time. The end time is here. And that's why we're studying into apostasy and eschatology. That is, study in end time signs and events. We want to see them. I told us last week about a man that got a contract that he should go and make a chip, a microchip, that they gave them multi-billions of dollars money to do the research. And they did it. So that the thing will be implanted in their, after they did it, they said, okay, that this chip is capable of carrying all data about somebody. Your health, your biodata, your information. So when you get to hospital, you don't need to go and look for file. They just probably your hand or your number, your QR code. They just scan it and everything about your life. And with connection to that thing, they can see everything about the body. If there is any fault, they will fix it. If somebody is paralyzed, I told us last week, there's a portion of the brain that, like the neural link that Elon Musk launched, they will just fix it to a portion of the brain so that the paralyzed body, because most of our limbs, they are controlled by the spinal cord. So when they connect that, it will regulate everything and the paralyzed person will begin to walk. Yes, it's already here. But they will only do that thing to attract us. To do what? To attract men. When they attract men, the brain behind it is to control the affairs of somebody, because they tested it on cats and the cat was missing. Because it's connected to we already have the GPS, the global positioning system. On the GPS, this day if I travel, I don't need to ask from anybody. I still travel on Saturday to Lagos. I only ask, tap it on my map. And there's a human body, anywhere you are in the world, anywhere, the person will be located. That time will not meet us on earth. I said this time of great tribulation will not meet us on earth. But we are learning all these things so that, when we first did this topic, when we are still upstairs, there are many things that were said. They look strange. But gradually, they began to be unfailing. Sometimes when we are reading about one world government, we believe it's not possible. When they tell us that people will not be able to buy, or to say, go possible, it's already here. Without BVN now, will you be able to withdraw money? Will you be able to save money without your BVN? And now, your BVN is linked to your NIN, it's linked to your phone number. Then there is only one thing that is needed now, one QR. Once we have that QR, so when you have 666, it's not 6 EPA. It's transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is not a great thing if his minister